What's up, guys? This is a training video, but I just want to show you guys two simple photos. This is the type of food that I've been eating now for the past 2.5 weeks. We are looking at high protein, super basic yogurt. We're looking at fruits, vegetables. We're looking at a lot of rice, a lot of meat. And I'm really only eating whole foods at this point. In the beginning, I was eating protein powder, but I'm out of that. So I'm eating pretty much only single ingredient foods at this point. Currently on 3,500 calories a day and 150 grams of animal protein. And then obviously there's some protein in the vegetables. Sometimes I have beans, so there's protein in that. But I get an absolute bare minimum of 150 grams of super high quality complete proteins on a daily basis. So I up my protein intake by, I don't know, probably 50% or more. I've always ate around 100 grams of protein a day, I reckon. And once again, I've upped it to 150. I've upped the calories and I feel so much better. In addition, I'm not eating, any processed sugars. I'm not eating any processed fats. I'm not adding fat to any of my meals. And when I do want more fat, I simply have a fattier cut of meat. I add eggs. I add whole full fat milk, or I add, if I want some unsaturated fats, or some polyunsaturated fats, then I'll just add nuts and seeds to my oatmeal in the morning, which I have kind of an oatmeal, but I don't really cook. It's just oats basically with seeds in it, and then I eat that with the yogurt. Sometimes I've had a bit of milk in that mixture to make it kind of wet and ready, and then with the yogurt it's even tastier that way. But guys, I have completely transformed my diet. I'm going to make videos on this in the future, maybe tomorrow morning actually. I feel so much better. Meal prepping, guys, is an absolute hack. I mean, people really should be doing it. I can't believe that I haven't done it before in my life. I mean, I've done it for very short periods, but like any other skill, you have to kind of get good at something before you start getting results. It's kind of like the gym. In the beginning, you're learning the technique, you're learning how to train, you're figuring things out, and then you start making progress once you're kind of in a good flow. And I feel like this is definitely where I've been with the cut and reversing out of this cut. I mean, if you look at my weight graph, which, fuck it, I'm just going to flip it in right here. This is an exact depiction of just how effective counting calories is. As you can see there was kind of a progressive drop. That was the week I was on 2,000 calories, in the middle of the month right there. The week after, the curve is flat. That's when I was on 3,000. Now I increased to 3,500, and you can see my weight really slowly trickling up these past few days. So instead of doing the regular thing which we do after a cut, which is kind of just eat whatever we want, put several kilos of fat back on immediately with very little muscle, what I've been doing instead is I've been eating super clean, high protein, probably eating better than I've ever done in my entire life during this 2.5 week period, eating extremely healthy, 3,500 calories currently, gaining weight slowly but surely on that. After this week, I'm going to reassess again, because I assess on a weekly basis at this point, kind of to add or subtract calories according to what type of body weight that I want to be. Now the goal is to get back to 79 kilos in body weight. An average weekly body weight of 79 is the goal, with a little bit of variance on either side of 79, of course. But what I've been doing with the counting of calories, the preparation of food, is I completely eliminated high days and low days. I have a very kind of even body weight day to day, a very even mood and performance. And I mean, when something goes wrong at this point, it's mainly the sleep, because the diet is perfect all the time. And it's just been such a huge game changer. And I was just going to talk about the thumbnail as well. As you can see, the thumbnail of this video, as you saw probably, is 132.5 kilo squat times 8. Now, for you, that's just some random number that you don't give a shit about. But for me, I did 132.5 times 10 during the peak of my bulk when I was about 11 kilos heavier. So we're talking 11 kilos of body weight lost and maybe 5 kilos lost on the squat at this point. That is an absurdly successful cut. I'm so fucking happy with that. Now, when you look at the bench press, which my ambition is to build that back here during the last few weeks that I'm going to have of summer break right here. So probably within a month's time, rebuilding that bench back from 87.5 times 6 currently to 90 times 10, which was what I did during the peak of my bulk. But even my bench hasn't regressed that massively, and I'm at the low point right now. It hasn't been worse than this. And I feel extremely hopeful when it comes to building back to my full level of strength that I had during the top of my bulk, basically. And that means that I just did a huge cut, more than 10 kilos, and I maintained almost all of my strength. If I rebuild my strength, that means that the 79 kilo me, which I don't even weigh 79 right now, I'm actually rebuilding my body weight a bit, and will be doing that for the next few weeks. The 79 kilo version of me is going to be equally as strong as the 89 kilo version of me. That's what discipline can do in less than a year's time. I'm super happy I've been on this path. I'm going to stay on it, and videos will be coming out shortly, probably tomorrow morning, if I'm maximally disciplined, just how powerful meal prep is. I mean, it's a super amazing tool. I've never done something that had such a big impact that I overlooked for so long. I mean, it's huge. So that video is coming out tomorrow, definitely. And with that, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.